Well, hello there guys, Mikey here, welcome to Mega Minis. We are of course taking that beginner's journey look into Imperium Magazine, episode 3, let's go! So, in issue 3 of Imperium Magazine, we've got some artwork focusing on the rather fantastic Ultramarines in battle, and you'll notice that all of these kind of images have always been at night, when the lighting's nice and grim, and then we've got an example of some beautifully painted assault intercessors, learn to fight in close combat, which are part of the sprues what we got with this magazine set. In fact, it also came with that Macragge blue as well, and it's all ready for us to paint up the next parts of our army. In this issue, Space Marine reinforcements arrive in the form of chainsword-wielding assault intercessors. You'll learn more about the threats of the Imperium in the 41st millennium, and take a look inside a Necron tomb world and read the story of a Space Marine sergeant as he battles Necron foes. When you finish reading, you'll be ready to build and paint your new Space Marines, and then take them to the battle in this issue's playthrough. Happy hobbying! So once again, we've got this main character sheet for our assault intercessors, the frontline shock troops. Pretty awesome. The bolt guns look a little bit different from when I remember things as a young wee boy, and the faces of the Space Marines masks have this kind of gas mask look to them, whereas in my day they had this big kind of unhappy frown archway face, which was way more aggressive in my opinion. And then again, we've got some customization sheets where we can give them honorifics and names and really just kind of remember these soldiers for longer campaigns and other stories. And then more lore with the Dark Imperium. In the last days of the 41st millennium, mankind finds itself consumed by endless wars. This is an age in which history, reason, and hope have been ground away by conflict and suffering. Enlightenment has been replaced by superstition, zealous faith, and desperate prayer. Humanity stands on the brink of extinction. So right here again, whenever we get these images of humanity, it's always in the dark, basking by the glow of these semi-religious artifacts, always with the fires of war just off in the background. And most importantly, the thing it's been hinting to in the first few episodes is that, yeah, the galactic arm is cut right in half. It looks like half of mankind is on one side of this big warp tear, and the other half are screwed, which it tells us more about in the domain of mankind. So basically we've got the Imperium Nihilus, which is a nihilistic region of space where you're screwed because you're shut off from Terra's light, and then on the other side of the warp, the Imperium Sanctus. This half is the Emperor's realm. It's still got Terra and Mars, where we've still got the Psychic Beacon, which allows starships to navigate the warp safely. Bound by faith, though the Imperium has been divided in two, the citizens still remain united by their shared faith in the God Emperor. Good for you guys, good for you. So humanity's kind of on its back legs at the moment. Things are really hard since one half of all of our spread across the galaxy has been turned into a nightmare. And then we've got more information on the opposing side of things, the tomb worlds. Far beneath the surface of many planets, networks of ancient catacombs and obsidian tombs lie silent, their stasis crypts filled with slumbering Necron legions. One of the favourite things here is just this artwork. We've got here the slow tiding march of Necron with some of their larger Canop-Kek machinery, if I'm saying that correctly, and it really gives you this feeling of the Second Renaissance from the Matrix animated films, where all of the machines are slowly going through the trenches, marching up. And here we go, a little bit of information about the Canop-Tek caretakers. There we go, that's the word. Basically, they look after the Necrons during the Great Sleep. It's another opportunity to have other weird machinery on the battlefield. And also the effects of entropy, just saying that some Necrons are waking up underwater, some are waking up underneath cities, some are waking up blackened by volcanic ash. It's been a bloody long time since they've been slumbering. And then right here we've basically got some creative writing. There's actually a short story here as if it's a chapter from a novel. It's the assault on Jalal, and it's basically summarizing the fact that we've got a handful of Space Marine models, a handful of Necron models, and we need to imagine that they were otherwise full units as they might appear just over here, and slowly whittled down to be the 3 remaining models on each side that we get for the upcoming battle. So it's awesome now that we're actually building up the actual storytelling side of the universe. We've got the lore, but now we've actually got some engaging narratives. And then we've got a little bit on, of course, building the models that have come with this issue, the way that they all stick together. And much like with the Necron last time round, we've got ourselves a little bit of information on using that Macragge blue as our main first base paint color to start painting our Marines layer by layer. So I, of course, went ahead and did one of our boyos in 3 different layers of blue, just building that up. And I do notice that the citizens Citadel paints have like a drying agent, I believe someone was saying, which means that they actually just really lock down nice and quickly and show plenty of that detail again once the paint dries and really sticks to the surface. So although the magazine wants me to go ahead and paint everything, I'm still keeping my attention focused on just a couple of models at the moment, and you can see right next to our Necron boyo from last episode, they're looking nice and shiny. And then in the magazine, we've got this new battle situation, a mission briefing for holding them back. Our handful of assault intercessors against the Necron warriors. One's trying to destroy the beacons, the other's trying to hold back the enemies, and it's using again everything that we've had so far. We've got our damage charts, we've got our basic rules of engagement, with all of the rulers and map bits that we've had in the first issue. Now we can have a slightly more populated battle with a number of people getting into each other. And so it's just another opportunity to really make you guys engage with the game and just build up slightly bigger warring situations. Again, we've got a bit on the back about getting your sweet self subscribed to the magazine and a little teaser for future issues. We've got more Necrons coming out of Scorpec destroyers with another paint color, and then we're going to be having a leading character, a Primaris captain, coming up soon as well. So again, these things are doing relatively well from the point of view of a complete beginner like myself, along with our cheeky little models so far. I am very much enjoying this. The fact that it gives me these bite-sized chunks of the lore as well as everything else is really what's building up my whole impression of the hobby so far. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I think it's safe to say the thing that these magazines have been doing really well so far are hitting the 3 tenets of Warhammer. It's each time telling you a little bit about the lore and the story of the 40k universe, then it's giving you a bit on the actual models and putting things together and painting, and then separately giving you a chance to have an even more in-depth go at the gaming side as well. So far, so good. I'm pretty impressed. So don't forget to subscribe, you sweet things, and I'll see you next time for a little bit more. Take care. Look at her! Look at the beautiful little things I've painted. One paint tone, yet so much. Yes, yes!